Afternoon, and welcome to the 2025 Rising Tides Canada Youth Cup at Wickwire Field in Halifax, Nova Scotia. This afternoon's match features Newfoundland Soccer Association under-18 boys versus the visiting inner Halifax U17 boys. Starting lineup for your inner Halifax U17 boys. In goal, number 63, James Compton. Number 6, Mohammed Hashish. Number 27, Hamza Dahar. Number 31, Amar Obahir. Number 34, Sage Boyd Perryman. Number 36, Remy Armstrong. Number 38, Oliver Nee. Number 41, Michael Porter. Number 50, Abubakar Yafa. Number 51, Amar Khoury. And number 55, Mohammed Hared. And from the Newfoundland Soccer Association U18 boys, starting in goal, number 20, Andrew O'Brien. Number 3, Terrence Harding. Number 5, Mark Kumecki. Number 6, Ben Sproul. Number 10, Oliver Webb. Number 11, Seamus Regan. Number 13, Ethan Hogan. Number 14, Mike Koish. Number 16, John Lynch. Number 18, Anja Ratsman-Dressi. And number 19, Chu Ratsman-Dressi. Rising Tides Canada Youth Cup promotes good sportsmanship by athletes, coaches, and fans. We request your cooperation in supporting athletes and officials in a positive manner. Rising Tides would like to thank our presenting sponsor, Macron. Rising Tides would also like to thank Events Nova Scotia for helping support this event, and to Dalhousie University for hosting us here today at Wickwire Field. The Tigers kick off their home season right here on August 29th, with the women at 5 p.m. and the men following at 7:30 p.m. You can catch all the action on AOS TV. Thank you to our broadcast partner, Maritime Athletic Profiles, for their coverage of all tournament games and bringing the streams to fans near and far. Visit Maritime Athletic Profiles on YouTube for a full live stream of all tournament events. And want to learn more about participating athletes and teams? You can access the official Rising Tides Canada Youth Cup digital program by visiting www.canada.com.
And welcome here, folks. We just got done with an exciting match that went to sudden death shootout, and now we're back live just seconds away from starting this matchup between the NLSA U18 boys versus the Inner Halifax U17 boys, which should be a good one. We're able to cover Inner Halifax U17 yesterday. We had a handful of players that were very notable and stand out. Haven't had the chance to really get into too much with some of the other teams, but these are two that we're fairly familiar with already at this point. Again, this is a Canada Youth Cup Showcase National, a 5-day tournament. We are currently in the 4th day, with tomorrow being the change where we'll be able to see who's going to go into the gold medal round, the bronze medal, and who will come with silver medal. So all this, again, is based on divisions. So you have the U17 for boys and girls, U15 for boys and girls, and all those have Group A and Group B, and those groups will eventually compete against each other for bragging rights. They all have fighting with their own individual standings in some way or another. And there's a booming punt all the way the other end. And scooted away. And a kickback from So Ratsamandrisi. And for those tuning in, this has been a tournament not only we mentioned earlier, but this is located on the Wickwire Field here on the Dalhousie University campus in the beautiful Halifax, Nova Scotia. Been a nice day so far. The wind picking up a little bit more. Fairly hot this morning. And it's a little bit cooler with the wind finally picking up. As Inter Halifax trying to go up. As Dahar was in the mix. Pass over to Ratsimandrisi. We'll have to throw it in. Firing a kick over to the left side. Trying to find John Lynch. Lynch with it. Marked and guarded closely. Kick that goes past the penalty arc and in the way for Inter Halifax. And here's a move from Dahar. Dahar stops, waits. No quite there and kicks it right back to Hashish. And Neves has it. Nice little pack to Hashish from Dahar. Thrown from Ratsamandrisi to Koish with Harding for a moment. And back to the left backer for NLSA. And finally knocked away out of bounds. As it'll be a throw-in for NLSA. And here's a throw-in. And cleared away from the box area for Inner Halifax. NLSA will try to keep the pressure going. Kamenjani is the right winger today. He's also listed as center attacking midfielder. Fighting for is also Abukar Yafa. And Abukar Yafa actually scored a goal yesterday, the second goal in their 3-0 victory. And someone to watch out for Inner Halifax. Along with Amar Abu Alkar, also had a goal that game. And Ibrahim Tolbat, too. Just a few names that have been able to score from yesterday. A lot of play going on in the midfields. Both teams are still trying to figure it out as there is a point directed for a directed free kick going the other way. The corner kick opportunity for Inner Halifax. High up into the air, the header loose in the goal area, finally cleared away. Abu Alkar calling for it and able to get it. Trying to line up a pass up ahead. Just trying to find Yafa. Armstrong was in the mix. And quickly was Curry before kicking it back. The whistle blown.
Okay, I do have your feed. Yeah, thanks, Melvin.
The referee having a conversation with Abukar Yafa. Where the whistle's blown and play continues. Here's a shot and save. Shot in from NLSA. Coming from Ethan Hogan, who took the shot. And it was tough, too. We'll get a probably replay of that. It was just in between two defenders, just trying to send something off before the defense closed around him. And good shot, but even a better save, too, just to be there in the right position. As Yaffa gets up to it, tries to go to the right side and pass it up ahead. We'll take a look at the replay here of that. The last really good shot on goal chance for NLSA. See here that just gave enough space. Unfortunately had 3 other jerseys around. And a good pickup. That almost went behind for a second. That was dangerous for Andrew O'Brien, the goalkeeper, for NLSA, as it went right behind him. We'll see another look at it, but that was almost a very dangerous situation that could have happened. As it goes out of play, and we'll get a replay of it here. Again, just trying to make some space, and you try to send something on net, which is what happened here. Just got it, and yeah, that would have been a couple more bounces. That would have been a goal, the first one for Inter Halifax between both teams. Yaffa trying to find it. These are, again, 40-minute matchups. They do tend to vary depending if it's U17 or U15. And that's U17, going to be 40 minutes in each half, so this will be about an 80-minute match. A little bit different than typically what you see at the collegiate level. Is 45 minutes, 90-minute matches.
Melvin's in, sorry, buddy. Melvin looks awesome here. Ready, tight in, ready wide. This is pinball crap stops. Wide bench. Ready, tight in. Staying on tight, staying on tight. Wide's in.
That shot just going a little bit too wide for Inner Halifax, but they're getting some good opportunities, as that was taken by Dahar with the left foot.
Wide's in. Great stuff. Holy smoke. Pretty tight. Tight's in. Wide's in. Yeah, perfect. Melvin's in with some faces. 3, 2, 1. Wide's in. Pretty tight. Throws in play. There it is. Nice. Wide's in. Wide's in. Pretty tight. Tight's in. Pretty Melvin. Melvin's in. Pretty wide. Wide's in. Great stuff, guys. It's really sharp. Pretty tight. Tight's in. Stand on tight. Like for a big boomer. Wide's in.
Getting a little bit of back and forth here down the pitch. Not much given, is that even though you see Inner Halifax on the other end, it's just been a lot of back and forth where NLSA has made it very difficult for Inner Halifax to get shots off, where most of them, as you've been seeing, they haven't been very much around the box area. It's been slightly outside of it, trying different shots, try to keep the goalie honest, but still nothing so far that has resulted in, you can see that by both the shots taken. There's only been one shot on goal between either team. So a lot of the work has been done in the midfield where both teams are trying to get it. Once they get the possession, they don't get very good entry into the point of attack. As Morgan Matthews is entering the match. And a good save by James Compton, the keeper for Inner Halifax. Always want to make sure you're able to. One of the best rule of thumbs for your goalkeeper, if you're not sure, hold on to the ball. Don't bother passing it. There's some not sureness going on, then that's the way to go. Sage Boyd Perryman tries to get to it, but it goes past the end line. He'll stay with NLSA. A looping corner kick, and header had the right idea and just didn't go. It seems like we do have quick injury, so we'll take a quick timeout. You'll see the replay there and bring you back with more coverage of this event in just a moment. And Andrew Bryan, who was a little bit down there after play, seems to be good, back in action. Good to see. Well, Bryan with two hands cleans it up.
Coming in tight, you want to go grab it for me? Or I got Melvin over there, don't worry about it. 3, 2, 1, Melvin. And number 34, Gage White Perry. Entering the match, number 45, Abraham Tilba. And number 24, Noah Nda. To give them that substitution in 28 minutes. Melvin's in. Exiting the match, number 5, Mark.
Have about 13 minutes left in this first half before we head into halftime.
height, you can get the throw on the close side there. Tight's in, wide, wide's in. Tight, tight's in.
And the throw in and touch the sideline for a moment. Now it did as Abu Alkar went off him, so another throw in for NLSA. And a good poke to keep that alive from Oliver Neve to keep it in. Into the air. And a big header that time around from Ashish. And Tolba. As it goes past the sideline, it'll be a throw in for NLSA. And a push. So that is a free kick awarded to NLSA. Not too many. We did see a red card today. 1 yellow card and 2 yellow cards yesterday in one of the boys' matchups. It's been fairly physical, but nothing too out of the ordinary. You're going to get a few yellow cards and even that coveted coveted red card occasionally. Been a very physical as set up pass from Webb. Does not find Hogan. Hogan had a really good opportunity that allowed that one shot. If you look at the Wickwire Field press box, there's a shot on goal that's credited to him. We have less than 10 minutes to go before we head into halftime. Brian decides to go with the punt. The ball goes out of play. You'll see here on the replay just how to navigate through all of that defense and try to get an opportunity, and then well play at the very last minute to get out of play and end of the line. It just again, that's one of the biggest things that happens in soccer, no matter what level it is. The more chaos you can stir around the goalkeeper and that goal area specifically, the more likely you're going to get goals here and there. And that's no matter what. It could be youth sports, it could be AUS conference, it could be this tournament. It just, the more that you're able to pepper the goalkeeper with goals and get those corner kicks, it makes a lot of difference between wins and losses. I think it's fine, dude. I think it's fine. Yeah. What? Yeah, I think it's fine. Well. Ethan Hogan coming out. And Nathan Fallon coming in to replace him in that, I'm going to say, attacking forward position. Center attacking forward position. Yep, that's about right.
All right, guys. Dylan's back in. To spew. Yeah, exactly. All right, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks so much. Bye. Thank you, Neil. You're the man. That's what I do it for, dude. The compliments. What? That's what I'm here for. All right. Discord. All right. Have a good day, guys.
You too.
See you, dude. Transmitter battery on the right. Do that after if you want to come over now. Not sure what
And again, about 4 minutes left to go in this first half. And for both teams, they've had moments where you thought it could have gone one way or the other. But still nothing so far yet. Here's a good chance, and well played and defended again. Inner Halifax has done a really good job defensively in this first half, where you've seen either right wingers or attackers or center field attackers anytime they've tried to make a move, and it's been very difficult for both teams to try to generate effective offense. And I would say Inner Halifax in total has generated a lot more offense than compared to NLSA, but for NLSA, they have done a good enough job to get out of tricky / tough situations. And here's a really good free kick opportunity for Inner Halifax. The shot, and wow, just went a little bit far left, attempted by Amar Abu Alkhair, who did score last time around yesterday. And Andrew O'Brien. It's not in the worst position ever, but maybe misjudged where that ball was going to go. And with the wind playing a little bit of a factor, that might have some chance and impact on the trajectory of the ball to some extent. as we do have a corner kick. And kicked out of the way.
Said that Melvin can't be in the middle of the field, like he can't work between the two benches. He has to be on either one side of the bench or on the other side of the other bench. It's like he can be where he's at right now, but he can't be on the other side of that bench. He has to be on the ends of the benches, which is super inconvenient.
And there we go, the first goal for Inter Halifax. We talked about it eventually. It was going to be something that would go their way. They were able to generate more offense, and then they were able to do that there as they lead it now 1-0 as that wraps up and heads into halftime too. Let's see if we can get another replay angle of this. And that's the thing about having those corner kicks. They always become very, very clutch. And it just happened to work out that way. So with the goal there, a quick lead for Inter Halifax, up 1-0 against NLSA in this Canada Youth Cup Showcase International, Day 4 of this 5-day tournament. Watching on the YouTube live stream produced and powered by Maritime Athletic Profiles. We'll be back with the second half action in just a moment.
head kicker. Or a sustainable business champion. Or a criminal justice historian. Or a next-generation coder. Wherever your passion lies, there's a place for you at St. Mary's University. Find what you're looking for out in the world, right here in Halifax.
It is often thought that glory is a matter of fate. But the truth is, no one was born a hero. It's an everyday journey. There are no shortcuts, no perfect scenarios, no days off. Things won't always go the way you expect. Sometimes you may ask yourself, why me? Why now? But overcoming challenges is part of the game too. It doesn't matter how strong your rival is or how hard the game gets. Doesn't matter if all eyes are on you or if nobody's watching. And if you're forced to improvise, show everyone there are no limits to what you can do. In that moment, nothing else matters. Your time is now. When passion runs through you, become your own hero.
At Dalhousie University, ocean expertise flows directly into the blue economy. We're advancing clean tech and digital solutions and shaping tomorrow's workforce. We're turning today's challenges in medicine and healthcare into tomorrow's opportunities. And through our community partnerships, we support discovery and inclusion that make a real difference. This is Dalhousie University, where local collaboration meets global impact.
Welcome back here, folks, to more second half action. And towards the end of that first half, we had a goal right at that 39 minute marker. With, again, Amar Abu Akher scored the first goal in yesterday's matchup and did the same thing here, really helping Inner Halifax get up to a 1-0 lead. And the way this game has been going, it is going to be a tough one for NLSA to try and get some opportunities on the board at Inner Halifax to open up the second half. Trying to do it with an opportunity as the ball does go past the end line. And a chance to kick it away for Andrew O'Brien. There's a kick, and well played and picked up. Not a problem. I think it should be Xander Hogan as a goalkeeper in for NLSA. And James Compton as the keeper for Inner Halifax. Matthew Rutledge was playing the first half, so again, some keeper changes here as we head into the second half. Pretty normal throughout this tournament. They've done that. Some contact down the lower side of the pitch, and the ball goes out of play. Play by Inter Halifax, and it will result in NLSA with a throw-in. Ethan Farty will looking to see where to go with it. That's a Mondrese. Had it for a moment. Trying to get it to Harding. As Harding kicked it up ahead. Bit of a loss. As Yaffa, right on the right hand, just lost it. As coming right in was Farty again. O'Regan with it. Pass up ahead to Hogan. And offside is called. Some physicality there as the player go down thanks to the contact from Morgan Matthews. Throw into Yaffa. And Farty right there. That's lost and taken right back by Inter Halifax. Past midfield. And Farty with a kick up ahead and respond with a boot the other direction. And well played defensively from NLSA to try and pretend and get rid of that crossing pass setup. And the throw in. Make a move to the left side, and it is kicked out before anything that could happen. Seems like Inter Halifax, they're still getting a lot of possession time on the side of NLSA, but besides that one goal, it's been a little bit tougher. But again, the amount of times you can just stay in that zone for a continued period of time, the more likelihood you're just going to be able to get some type of roll or hit or bounce that can go your way. And you're hoping if you're the other side of it, for NLSA, that happens to you as well. They had a few opportunities throughout this match and just has not resulted in anything substantial. As Yaffa was getting dragged a little bit, trying to make something happen. Abu Alker had it for the moment and kicked away. Trying to get in direction maybe to Hogan. Farty there along with Dupois-Quier. trying to direct where to place the free kick here. Here it comes from NLSA. Trying to engage in their attack is Hogan there. Still loose around in the box.
I had a feeling you were gonna ask me that when I saw it pulled up on your computer. Oh, you saw me write? I saw you writing it, yeah. More voiceovers.
I was gonna wait for Toronto, but it's pretty busy. But we can just step out and do it, so probably not on the camera.
A little bit of a move there for Terrence Harding, trying to create space, and a few jerseys there, along with Hashish and Neve. Sets up a free kick opportunity for Inter Halifax. Pass up ahead. Already was along there. Ibrahim Tolba there. You have two defenders for NLSA marking. Trying to get the ball out as quick as possible. Ball there loose in the box area. Still not cleared yet. There's a shot and just misfired. That was so close to going home. Amar Curry even fell to the ground after the shot, knowing how much of a golden opportunity that was, as we'll see on the replay here of it, as Curry, left foot, pushed it just far to the right post. Ball goes trailing quite wide as Mats Buzhili tries to track it down. Goes back to the backside where the backers for Inter Halifax will have to navigate. And trying to keep it on sides was Yafar, but didn't get quite a lot on it. A good play from Ransom Andrassy. to kick it out and have a throw in for Inner Halifax. And Hashish will take the throw in. And put a stop to it is Xander Hogan, the second half goalkeeper for NLCA. Check the SA, pardon me. He's trying to go the other way with it.
Sorry about that, bro. That took a little while.
Didn't miss much.
Oh, good. For the information, apparently she's being assessed for Canada games or something. So she said that that's just the reason because she has people here watching her now. So
There you go. All cleared up. Psych.
so she's not here for the next one.
Yeah. We found out more about what happened over there, Tyler. I guess that girl was being assessed to be a referee for the Canada games, so they didn't want Melvin getting in the way of her position. Very tight. Live tight.
NLSA substitution in the 50-15 exiting the game.
Live.
To
Substitution.
rapid injury.
Substitution.
Number 10, Alder Webb.
Tight cam. Substitution. Tight cam. Substitution. Tyler. Substitution. There we go. Tyler.
A few substitutions for both Inner Halifax and NLSA.
Well, they just had their legs tangled up. It was a strange little, yeah. Just got like fight for the ball and then someone got their life wide. Or grab it. Pretty sure that's what happened. No, I'm tripping.
As Jaffa almost was able to come up with it. And still with Inner Halifax is Jaffa trying to come up with it once more. And finally, after a few bodies go on the turf here, Inner Halifax still with it. As that was a sliding get and have a player on the ground.
Yellow card.
With Ibrahim Tolba, a little banged up on the play. There's always that running joke with anything that comes with soccer about anything as that was a tough collision. I know there's a there's some parents laughing about going on, but sometimes like there are injuries. Sometimes you're trying to sell a call too. It happens in every single sport, but this does result in a free kick for Abu Alkhair. I have a chance to try and extend it up to a 2-goal lead. Another stop. And again, Inner Halifax putting a ton of pressure in the second half as we're getting close to 20 minutes left in this match. Just a quick update on the schedule for everyone that's tuning in. Of course, we have this game going on, but around 4:45. Here we'll have the U15 girls matchup between PAIFC and Fundy. Then after that, we'll have a 6:30 time with another U15 matchup between the Hamilton United and DP. And then there's other matches that'll happen at SMU at 5:30. That'll be U17, the fourth place Group A, and fourth place Group B will take on each other, whoever those are. And then finally, at 7:15 p.m. at St. Mary's University, U15 boys will have Inner Halifax play against SWU Edmonton. So just quick schedule updates for everyone tuning in. Abubakar Yafa are out. A couple more substitutions in.
Substitution for NLSA in the 62nd minute. Exiting the game, number 5, Mark Magny. Entering the game, number 2, Nathan Fallon.
And Nathan Fallon checking back in for NLSA. As you'll see here on the replay. Good move. Right. And then just goes a little too far. And again, there's been a few of those that we've seen in this match just alone where the shot's just been placed a little too far high right or too far left. All very close. Fardy has it. Gives a kick, is trying to find Hogan over there. Back to Inner Halifax as they'll just keep on continuing. As we're already under 20 minutes. And they just are continually not letting up. Sometimes with teams, you think of soccer, there's courts is 11-11 and 10 people playing on the field, but sometimes it always feels there's extra people depending on who the opponent that you're playing. And that must be what it must feel like if you're NLSA, is that with Inter Halifax, they have been swarming to the ball every single time. And no matter what sport it is, to have so many people wanting to care and go the extra mile when it comes to just trying to be around the ball, again, a teammate an extra opportunity, it will add up over time. Is punted all the way up to the other end now. This is probably one of the better chances that NLSA has had in the second half, just trying to get it over. Ball goes high to the air, and that could have been interesting as that ricocheted off, and thankfully didn't come anywhere near the goal, but it was pretty close. Ransom and Dressy out. As Benjamin Spurrell will come in. The ball's still loose and cleared away successfully, but that got very dangerous for a moment in a hairy situation as Xander Hogan came out fairly aggressively. You'll see on the replay here. And thanks to a really great play by Terrence Harding to clear it, it saved a potential second goal for Inter Halifax. And I think that second goal would have probably made it almost wraps at that point. As much as we always want to be optimistic, and we always are, NLSA, it's been hard for them to generate offense at this point. Samar Abu Alkar back in. And Dahar as well back in. Ethan Hogan out. And Mark Kumengi back into the game for NLSA. As Hooley with that kick, and now going the other way. That's a clear offsides. And a little bit of a shove there from the goalkeeper. As Xander Hogan said, how about you get out of my crease? How do you do? And it was a little bit too close for comfort for Hogan. I wonder if Hogan was a former hockey player at one point. It's always unwritten rules. You never get into goal's crease. And here we go. Really good chance for NLSA. And that's a score to tie it up. What a shot. What a goal. And that was needed here late as we're approaching almost less than 10 minutes to go. And do we have another opportunity to potentially go to back-to-back shutouts here? That would be insane, as that goal was scored by Nathan Fallon. We'll get a replay of it. And was able to stay onside and just outrun everybody, and it's just you versus the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper got a little too aggressive outside the net and capitalized for a goal to make it 1-1.
Well, it's going to go to shootout, so.
Number 2, Nathan Fallon.
Well, yeah, that would turn her break into what, like 30 minutes rather than a 15 like Ethan, or what's the thought there? Live tight. Yeah. Oh yeah, are we gonna get Ethan another break then, or what's the plan? Yeah, I just don't want one person over the other. Yeah.
The kick and the save by James Compton. And finally, that was corralled by the goalie. After the corner kick, those are always, again, a tricky situation and what to do in that situation, but Hogan handled it well. And sends a booming punt all the way to the opposite end of the field. Backtracking, even James Compton had to come back and get it. That goes booming across the fences. As someone put their hands up to signal a field goal from the stands here at Wickwire Field. So some of the fans having a bit of fun with it as well. And then They'll have to come back here, and we do have a fresh soccer ball out on the pitch.
Another shootout coming probably, Melvin.
Yep.
Another one. Third in a row. That's tight.
Do you think she's gonna block me out from the center?
Well, don't do it.
Yeah.
Just don't. Why? Yeah. She just asked us not to, so that's fine. And just go on the side, like
No, I mean
like
for the
during
shootout.
the shootout.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe do another stand game, I guess, just in case.
Yeah.
Just to not mess with her. But I think her job's done once the game's over. I think it's just the center referee that has to be there for the shootout. But I could be wrong.
We'll just wait.
Yeah. I think it's definitely safe to do the stands. But I don't want to risk messing with her. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, we have the
Less than 5 minutes ago now here in the second half. Still tie game at 1-all. In the 39th minute of the game, again, Amar Abu Al-Khair scored a goal in that right before the end and concluding of the first half. And finally, really here late in the 69th minute, a goal scored by Nathan Fallon on a one-on-one opportunity. He was able to just sneak it through the goalkeeper, got a little bit too aggressive. And that's how we have the 1-1 game. As we, unless something happens here in dramatic fashion, we'll go to another shootout.
pretty sure her job's done once the game's over. Like, I think it's just the center referee that has a job. So, yeah, I guess we'll see. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully she's done. You're good to hang out, Kaylee, or Tyler's gonna do, I guess, the shootout probably, and then or just give Ethan another break and then take off.
Dahar makes a move to the right
Next game, basically.
with a couple of, I would call it power blue jerseys, actually. Maybe baby blues, more accurate.
Yeah, maybe you can go over there really quick because they're gonna have their discussion first, and you can talk to her to see if it's okay or not.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, go for it.
Yeah. Communication during
Yeah.
communication.
Let's see.
As that ball just goes out of play. As Farty was the one close to it.
Line ball.
Already trying to get rid of it as we're approaching 1 minute to go left in regulation. And here's a throw in for Inter Halifax. They have only about 20 seconds left now. Trying to make something happen to try and break this tie. After Inter Halifax led for a good chunk of it. And here's a late chance. Just missed. And that is the end of regulation. So this will take us to, yet again, another shootout in this day 4 of this 5-day tournament. The Canada Youth Cup Canada Youth Cup tournament, which will have more in store here between Inter Halifax and NLSA shortly. So we will take a quick break from here inside the booth by Wickwire Field, bring you back with some shootout action.
First kick, so you're aiming number 2. Alright? They're going right now, guys. Okay? Go, we go. First kick. Okay, the first.
I'll be here, you'll be here. Can we have this side?
Alright, what side?
I never dropped body. Well, open up the racket. All right, in the line, in the order.
Seamus, get in there. Seamus, you're behind.
And welcome back, everyone. End of regulation between Inter Halifax and NLSA here at Wickwire Field, located at Dalhousie University. So with a tie game 1-1, we have a shootout. So for those tuning in, what does a shootout look like exactly? Well, for both teams, they have 5 opportunities to take each of the 5 players, whoever they want, no matter what the order is, put them out there on the pitch and see what they can get in 5 tries. And that is what we have currently going on here. Starting off with Inter Halifax, we'll have a chance to take the first shootout goal. And again, if we have to go with them more than 5, it is sudden death, whoever misses first. And there's an opening goal. Just like that for Inter Halifax. So you're a perfect 1 of 1 to start, or let's say 1 of 5. You'll see the replay of the shootout goal. Great patience, able to locate the left side, and again with the goalkeeper, you just got to try and guess and figure it out. There's a low drive that goes in. So now both teams are 1-5 after the first round of the shootout. So we go into a second round. And it brings up Sangwon Jung. We don't have actually 30 and 24 listed on this roster, but everyone else is. Last round here, Halifax made their first one. Can they make the second straight one? And they do. So 2 of 5. So first 2 rounds, both of them a success for Inter Halifax. Back to NLSA. And good sportsmanship. I believe that is Luca Dupois-Guiar. And there's another one. So everyone's been flawless so far. 2 rounds, 2 goals. Question is who's going to be able to come up with the stop first. This brings up Ibrahim Tolba. Tolba. And that stopped. Huge. Xander Hogan with a big stop for NLSA, and that brings up NLSA to get a potential chance to have some breathing room. I see the replay of the stop. And Morgan Matthews up for NLSA. Trying to make it 3 straight goals. And that was stopped. So now back to back the third rounds, both goalkeepers get stops. Of course, it has to come down to the final 2 rounds of this 5-round shootout. And stepping up is Amar Abu Alker. He's always been a steady performer for this Inter Halifax club. And that is a big stop. So now the 3rd and 4th rounds have been no dice for Inter Halifax, and for NLSA, how will it go for them? They were shut down this 3rd round. How will the 4th round pound out for them? As Terrence Harding for NLSA coming up to go. I was worried about my producer for a sec. I thought he was going to pass out on the job. That's why I had to go for the Tim Hortons run earlier, folks. And that's another stop. Okay, so this might come down to the 5th and final round. 2 goals in the first 2 rounds, 2 stops in the next 3rd and 4th round, and we come to a 5th round. And we'll see what happens here. If they both make goals, then it goes to a sudden death. But if not, then one team is going home with a victory. Amar Curry comes up to the penalty marker. Curry with the shot, and that is good. So in the 5th and final round, it works out for Inter Halifax. So they've made officially 3 of their 5. And now for NLSA, they have no chance but to score here. Because if they don't, it is game over. Nathan Fallon, the individual who came up big down the stretch with the 69th minute, goes for the score and does. Fallon delivering in regulation and in a shootout. So now, I've gone through 5 rounds. Each of them have both made 3 goals and have been stopped 2 other times. So now we are going to sudden death, meaning whoever gets a stop, whoever can't score first, will lose. Remy Armstrong will take the penalty kick. Whistle blows and gets it to go. NLSA will have to score or it's over. That's what it's going to be sounding like for the foreseeable future with these shootouts. We had a bunch of shutouts yesterday. Now it seems like every game we're having is a shootout. For every yin, there's a yang. Oliver Webb. Webb takes it, and it goes in. It just barely almost squeaked through. For the briefest of moments, you thought the post had it, but the post said, not today, I'm going to help you out this time, champ. Look at this replay here. Oh, man, the hand got it, just went off the post, and that is all she wrote. So now we're back at it once more. Mezzi Dahar now involved in the shootout, 2. And that's good for Dahar. And so, again, the same situation for NLSA. They'll have to get a goal to stay in this. And this will probably push the start time a little bit for the upcoming matchup. Here's a chance for NLSA, and they do it. It's going for now a 3rd straight. Well, now we have a 5th round. That was a 6th, 7th, and now we're 8th. We'll see if this 8th round of a sudden death now, overtime after the first 5, will go. And you have Muhammad Hashish now coming on to step up to the plate.
It's whoever shoots and makes it, and then the other team misses. Basically, whoever misses first. So you'll know as soon as I do.
Hashish already marching quite a few ways back, trying to confuse goalkeeper. And that goes in. Yep, no doubt about it. Did hit the crossbar, but the crossbar actually guided it in. Yeah, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good sometimes, and NLSA, they'll have a chance here. And a quick shot, and that goes wide, and that is victory for Inter Halifax. It not only took 5 rounds of a shootout, it took an additional 3 to get a winner, which we do have here with Inter Halifax U17. So congratulations to them. But we do have to step aside here quickly because we do have another match coming up. So we will sign off from this one. Again, you're watching this broadcast on Maritime Athletic Profiles YouTube live streaming channel. We'll be back with more coverage of this 4th day of this 5-day tournament here in just a moment.
That concludes today's game. Our final score is Inter Halifax 5,
Okay, guys, safe travel.
NLSA 4.
Hey, guys, thanks for coming down. Safe travels back. Thanks. Cheers, guys. Thanks for coming. Safe travels. Safe travels.
Really well too, bro.
Well done.
That guy? Well, I know you were supposed to.
Your player of the game, presented by the Halifax Wanderers. From Inter Halifax, number 63, James Compton.
I don't think he's taking the board. Can't see him.
I'm just going to take a photo of you and that's okay. We're going to have to wait till everyone's there. That was never ending.
Yeah.